What is going on, everybody? We are here at WCW Uncensored. It's the April
We are here
pay-per-view.
at Bright House Network Stadium, sunny Central Florida.
Home of the
Central Florida
football team league. Yeah.
It's the Central Florida Golden Knights.
Oh, they got a cool name. We got 39,000 people jam-packed in here tonight, kicking off with the pre-show here. We got hashtag 2 skinny dudes making their way down the ramp, getting ready for their big old match here tonight against Cyberhawk Unlimited. Just a simple little match, get the crowd, a little amped up, a little ramped up. They're celebrating. They got a win here. Debut team match. After that, what's going on here with Carlitos Cabana in the pre-show?
Okay, obviously we got Carlitos Cabana out there with the travel agent in training, Kurt Hawkins. And he welcomes out it's a cross-brand little Carlitos Cabana here as he welcomes out the Muda scale from over there. Muda scale comes out and he talks to him and he's like, you guys like to run in a pack just because you're all the same ethnicity. And then he looks over at his guys and then he starts to think for a bit. Well, he's kind of doing the same thing. He's like, but you guys are not cool. We are cool. We are about giving an experience, a vacation to the people. What are you about? Giving the people little head kicks and karate chops. And then he's like, and you know what I do to people who are not cool? Carlita goes to bite the apple. And then he looks over at Muda. And before he can do anything, Muda gets him with the green mist.
I like to think just a brawl, like,
and then literally everything ensues. Everyone went for bed. But obviously Muda Scale's gonna get the upper hand on them.
I mean, he got the first hit. If you think of the first spit.
Say he took the first hit and it was the biggest one.
I know. I like to think that these two will clash eventually, somewhere later down the line.
I think eventually this is not gonna be the last time. I think we see these 4 in the ring, or these 8.
Yeah, 4 times 2. And then kicking it off here, we got a big promo package here. Got a video package. I don't know what song's playing. Probably something by Weezer. Let's say Weezer makes a comeback in 2021. They got some little metal-ish song, rock-ish, country.
It's the Africa remix Weezer did.
I don't. Yeah, it's the remix.
Take me away from you.
Yeah, but it's just EC3, Aries, Davey Smith Edwards, and Jeff Cobb for the big. I hate using the word dual main event, but it's whatever. Someone's gotta have the finale of the show, but I guess you could say, hey,
the whole show is jam packed.
It is a huge show.
This show is jam packed.
Yeah, we're starting off strong already with an 80, and we're gonna kick right off into first match here tonight. Alexander Hammerstone.
Alexander Hammerstone takes home the inaugural WCW North American title.
And he had
taking
89.
Down Gunnar Miller, Pepper Parks, Bully Ray, Rhino, and Chris Mordetsky.
Pretty good.
It was elimination, and Bully Ray was the other finalist.
That's a pretty good way to end off and finish strong, honestly. What's going on here with the NWO Exotic?
Obviously, they all come down to the ring to celebrate the inaugural championship. Bischoff is all smiles. He gets on the mic and tells everybody, that's just one. Trust me, we're taking it all tonight.
They're going all the way. I can't wait till you guys have your moment where you take Rey Mysterio and you lawn dart him into the side of a trailer, but instead it's like someone else. Like we get Marco Stunt. We gotta get Marco Stunt and we get a lawn dart.
I'm gonna go real invasion style where they're just gonna start taking over.
Start lawn darting people. After that, we have Tenille Dashwood here retaining the WCW Women's title for Thunder here tonight against Maria Manic. After that, we have backstage. They're cutting to a live feed where Buff Bagwell has invaded the home of Brian Pillman Jr. He's sitting at home. He's a little bruised up from the past couple weeks, so he couldn't make it at the pay-per-view. But Buff Bagwell actually breaks in, straight up, takes a crowbar, smashes in the window, and starts invading. And the two are brawling out in front of the house, in the side of the house, in the kitchen. They're taking it to the bedroom. They're taking it throughout the window. But it all culminates when the neighbors called the police, and both of them end up getting arrested. Oh my
I
goodness.
thought we were about to get another Brian Pillman had a gun segment.
We didn't go that route. We didn't go that route. We
I was
could
like,
have.
I was about to say, this sounds oddly familiar.
We could have gone that route, but we didn't. So,
I like where you went, though.
all
And
right.
here we got the career versus career strap match. In it, Tino Sabatelli retires the veteran Shane Douglas. Tino was the first to touch all four corners. This is probably going to be our lowest rated match just because of the fact that Shane Douglas was in it. And he's not a usual wrestler here.
Yeah, this is his retirement match. He's officially
He was exhausted
he's
by
gone.
the end. He's
So,
over. Tino is getting better, and obviously it's the end of Shane Douglas there.
yeah, he's done for. I don't know if he'll
more.
ever come back, but
Shane Douglas should be booked smarter. Well, he's not going to be booked at all, Blue Meanie. He's retired. And here you got Tino and Summer Rae are both celebrating that they have finally rid themselves of the franchise. Royce Isaacs is so confused as to what he's going to do now as he walks up the ramp with his mentor, as they completely are just sulking off into the sunset. And this is a big moment. Tino finally got over the hump and was able to overcome the teacher. The student surpassed the teacher.
old and decrepit Shane Douglas.
Old and decrepit.
After that, we have Orange Cassidy backstage hanging out with his new quote-unquote girlfriend, Jinx. All right, she's all fizzied up. She's all like excited. She's running back and forth 100 miles per hour, and that's when she falls flat and Sammy G trips her, and Orange Cassidy pulls up his sunglasses and is a very serious look and starts heading over to Sammy G, and his fingers, his thumbs they're waggling. He's getting angry. Sammy G says, "What are you gonna do about it?" And then Orange Cassidy looks over on his shoulder and he sees that he's still got the television title. Looks back at him. Sammy G's like, "Is that a challenge or a threat?" Orange Cassidy just sits there wiggling his fingers. He's like, "Oh yeah?" He's like, "I'll see you out in the ring tonight." And then after that, after a little commercial break, pretty damn good match here with an 89. Sammy G with a 92 in-ring performance, killing it here as he goes on and actually claims the WCW television title, dethroning Orange Cassidy before I think he'd even get one defense here. He got a 630 there for the pinfall. Was that some like splash or something?
Good win here. And here we go. Al Jones has been waiting. He was told that he was given the nice car. They pulled up in the nice car, actually. Pulled in the nice car to the arena. And are told to meet out on the heliport on the side of the arena. They're sitting there waiting as a helicopter descends down. The door to the helicopter opens up and reveals the beautiful and lovely Zeta Zhang. She has been the admirer the whole time. She was the lady who picked up the flowers at the hotel. She embraces Al Jones as both Vincent and David Arquette are so happy for Al here as they all celebrate as they make their way into the arena for the next match.
Oh.
And in that next match, in a decent match, Al Jones and David Arquette defeat the Deaners when Al Jones pinned Cody Deaner following a fast roll up. David Arquette was the weak link there, struggling.
I mean, yeah, he hasn't really wrestled that
But
much.
Al Jones is getting up there. Al Jones is almost at an 80%.
I know, that's crazy. Dude, I don't think he's even wrestled that much in ring. It was mostly like Thunders before the brand split.
He's done mostly segments.
After that, we have the Poppy and Mommy show here with Alberto El Patron, Angel Rose. They're out there. They got their matching carved, engraved, bloodied finger tattoos going on there. And it has like a little intro where it's like both of them. It has side by side. And Alberto's out there talking big smack as usual. He says, well, Uncensored, we made it here with the mixed tag team title still by our side, Angel. But you see, Mommy, there was a man a long time ago who said that I wasted opportunity after opportunity after opportunity, but I needed my angel from above to ascend upon this hellhound and save me and make everything right. But you know what wasn't right? was this past Thursday when Christian Casanova quickly got a one-off victory against me because of Kiera Hogan. And I don't think we can stand for that. So I would like these two to come down here and explain themselves. And that's when Christian Casanova comes down with Kiera Hogan. He says, man, you just got unlucky. That's what it was. You got distracted by her. I can't help it, you know. Pretty woman distracts you. I mean, look, Angel ain't distracting me. And then he gets angry. Alberto takes the little chair and just starts throwing it at Christian Casanova. He's like, hold up. No need to get angry throwing stuff at me. We sure wouldn't want you to get held by security or something, would we? And Alberto says, shut up and get in this ring right now for these belts. We're kicking your butt. And that's what proceeds to happen there. The Poppy and Mommy are actually able to defend their mixed tag team titles here tonight, but only after Angel Rose pins Kiera Hogan with the Swanton Bomb. All right. Big hardcore match here. What's going on, Chris?
It was a really short match here. Unfortunately, our rating's going to take a little bit of a tank here, but I figured it was going to be fun to have.
Would you like to tell everybody all the stuff involved in this match that was requested?
There was explosives, there was glass, there was chains, there was barbed wire boards, barbed wire tables, ladders, chairs, there was weapons. There was a little bit of everything. Anything you could think of was involved in this match. It was an extremely short match, but
it was like 15 minutes though.
What?
I don't know why it was 5 minutes. It was set to 15 minutes.
Yeah, it was 15 minutes, but I don't know why it was set to 5.
Oh, I think it's because the, you know, the little like. It's because we had so many objects. They probably needed cleanup time, essentially. You know what I mean? So that's why. Okay. That's why I guess. That's weird.
I don't even care, but Charlie Tiger defeats Sabu, Sandman, New Jack, Masato Tanaka, Brody King, Mance Warner, and Tommy Dreamer. Charlie Tiger pinned New Jack. Charlie Tiger is the new WCW Hardcore Champion.
Can you give me some spots during this match? Because I mean, it was so grotesque in like.
Well, there was a spot where you had New Jack up, you had Sabu was laying on a glass table, and New Jack just completely sentons onto the glass table, crashing them both through it. There was a flaming table spot where Mance puts Sandman through the flaming table.
What about the explosives?
Choke slam. Brody King does a complete brain buster to Masato Tanaka on a barbed wire board.
Does the board like blow up like in Japan?
No, because the explosion spot was actually when Brody King was messing with Tommy Dreamer. They're going back and forth, and then all of a sudden he just gets one big chop on Tommy Dreamer's head. Tommy falls out to the outside, and he lands on an explosive, and it just goes boom.
Oh my god. I feel like that was a little too much explanation for a match that says only went on for like 5 minutes, but it had so much like.
But I'm telling you, it just all happened. I was there.
It was so much of that like prep time that you see like people like putting out like all the objects and stuff. You're like, oh my gosh, like you see like the like, you know how they have red shirt security, like all the jobbers and whatnot.
I like to think that we have like green shirts.
Yeah, instead of red shirts this time we went with green shirts because they just stand out a little bit more. You know, green for money too, I guess.
Yeah.
After that, we had EC3 backstage kind of promo, of course, with OVE. The boys are front line there, hyping up. Of course, OVE will be going on in action here tonight following this segment. And then EC3 will be headlining against Austin Aries. And fans bring the weapons match. He says, Aries, tonight we go uncensored. I'm not bringing any weapons. You're not bringing any weapons. The fans are bringing all the weapons. So I want them to bring their prosthetic legs. I want them to bring chairs. They can bring a sody. Heck, they can do whatever they want. You know, they can go out, leave right now, go to Lowe's, go to Home Depot, buy some boards, just come in like Hacksaw Jim Duggan, go, hey-oh, and I'll beat you in the head with the board also. It doesn't matter, because the fans are going to do you a disservice tonight, Austin. We got a Hacksaw Jim Duggan reference in. There we go. After that, the Von Erichs, another old school name, but a new school team, taking on OVE Bushido Warriors. Another realm, able to get the win here when Kota Sakafuda, able to they pin him actually. Kota Sakafuda was the weak link. I like to think that they got like distracted or something because they saw in the crowd like Brian Myers being annoying.
Was that not for the tag titles?
I don't have tag team titles actually, so I do not.
Well, you need to get yourself some.
I'm debating on that. I don't think I will because I'm pretty content with. It's kind of weird how it ended up that I got a mixed tag team and the women's. You know what I mean? So I think I did it in a weird way of like realistically, you probably should have got the women's. I should have got the mixed tag team, or I should have got the women's.
Well, you remember you made the mixed tag team. You were given the chance to make whatever tag team titles you.
Yeah, I wanted to like spice up a bit, but I didn't want to like overly spice it up and do a trios and a mixed tag team because I didn't want to be the tag team show. Like you don't want to have yourself be one individual gimmick. You know what I mean? So, but and my show's more about building talent too. So it's finding like places for these guys to kind of fit in with here.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, because right now we have some like Von Erichs and
like mine's very top heavy.
Like NetherRealm, they're more like brawling based. OVE kind of more hardcore in my opinion. Then you got Puresso with Bushido Warriors, and you got more like technical with the Von Erichs. So I like to have like a little mix of everything. I don't know. Side story. I guess it goes well with like amalgamation, where it's like a hardcore, high flying division. So, but speaking of tag teams, back to back, what is going on with your tag team division here? Pretty good match, by the way.
It was a match that had great wrestling, good heat. FTR defeats War Beast. The rule book, and it says the real book, but it's supposed to be the rule book.
The real book.
I was gonna say you're the one who named it.
I guess, yeah.
I was gonna say it was supposed to be the rule book, and
we broke the rules.
Ellis Taylor and Griffin McCoy of YDMV, and 14-19 order of elimination. YDMV was out first, then War Beast. So actually, the rule book came in second. They were that close, to becoming WCW Tag Team Champions. Your new WCW Tag Team Champions are FTR.
We can just pretend before I rename them that the ring announcer was out there, Justin Roberts or something. I don't know.
And then he looked at him and he's like, "You said her name wrong.
He broke the rules. Like we don't know."
And then they hand him. I like to think that like one of them gave him like
a violation
little,
card,
like, demerit ticket.
Yeah.
Violation card. You can pay your fines later.
After that, we have Jim Cornette and Johnny Ace going head to head backstage in their shared locker room here. He's like, look, Johnny, I'm tired of you saying you're running the show. And Johnny's back at Jim, and he's like, you know what? I've had enough disrespect for you, from you. Tonight, my guy is going to take on your guy. You brought out Walter. He had a nice little showing. He beat up sad boy Brian Pillman Jr., okay? Which, he got what was coming to him, alright? Both ways, Thursday and tonight. Just saying that. But, Cass, former television champion, guaranteed world champion, guaranteed main eventer, may I say, guaranteed future Hall of Famer, if I might say. When you talk about WCW, I want people to speak about Cass XL right beside Johnny Ace. Walter, I'm sorry, he's just not going to live up in the history books right next to you, Jim. And that's why tonight, our two giants will go head to head, and the winner will decide who is the true chairman of Friday nights. Sorry, I forgot we moved it there. Friday night, because we're competing with SmackDown just because of Friday Night Thunder. Thursday Night Thunder sounds better. I don't know why. But these two behemoths right here will go at it. But the referee loses complete control and actually has to stop the match. And the match ends in a draw because these two just end up brawling everywhere here tonight. slamming each other's heads into the side of the turnbuckle and then into the side of the steel steps and then on the announce table, and then they're brawling in the crowd, and the referees just has to stop the match here. They're going so far that just you don't even know where they're still brawling to this day. All right, we don't know where they're at. But what's going on here?
Here we're back down in the boiler room. Raven says, "So, as I've been talking, Black Cloud has finally arrived." Before, and as he finishes that sentence, Mike says, "I've had enough with Black Cloud. What's about to happen? Is something bad? You've said something bad's gonna happen. Nothing bad's happening. Raven, are you really as real as you have told us you are?" And with that, all of a sudden, the lights start flickering. Everything starts, all kinds of stuff starts falling off the wall. Kinds of like equipment starts falling off the wall in the boiler room. The pipes are starting to burst and whatnot. Then all of a sudden, the lights cut out. The lights turn back on, and there's Bagul. And he grabs Rosemary. Rosemary screams. The lights go out again. Then they come on, and Rosemary and Bagul are gone.
Oh my gosh. It's the arrival of Bagul.
Bagul was the Dark Cloud.
Bagul is here. Bagul is near. Bagul is fear. After that, pretty good match. I don't know. This is not how math works. I'm just saying. I've always had a problem with TW math, but
they
tonight,
all got 90s.
Tonight amplifies it.
82.
Yeah, tonight amplifies it. Like, okay. But Jordan Oliver wins the WCW World Light Heavyweight Championship.
He's the World Light Heavyweight Champion.
Again.
He had to hand over his title. He was worried about it, but he was able to retain. And all his brothers from YDMB come on out, and so does James Corden. They all got their a couple of them got their swishers rolling. They're blazing some swishers. They're all partying. They're celebrating. They got the champagne bottle. They're pouring it all over Jordan Oliver. Charlie Tiger's beat up a little bit, but he's still celebrating. He's got his title with him too. James Corden. I tried to tell you guys, this is the next big thing in wrestling.
I love how British James Corden has adopted these American ruffians, young, dumb.
We're taking over.
I just love it. I love how he's funding them. Like, he has adopted them as his group. I love that. It's just, after that, we cut to backstage. You know how you have you ever play that game? I think it was WWE Shut Your Mouth, where you can fight outside of the arena in New York, on the street.
Yeah.
Well, I like to think that it's kind of like that, where we cut to Eddie Kingston and Glam Sexico going back and forth fighting each other there. And there's a point where Eddie Kingston actually goes to rip off the mask of Glam Sexico. But as he's trying to do that, he does a little run up the wall and goes to get the pin on him, but then misses. And then that's when Eddie Kingston tries to take a lid of a trash can, tries to hit Glam Sexico with it, but ends up hitting Awesome Kong. Then these two continue battling back and forth until Eddie Kingston, of course, able to get the win with the sliding D.
Good deal.
91 performance. Glam Sexico, wow.
And an exceptional match. Eddie Edwards defeats Jeff Cobb and David Boy Smith. He becomes your new WCW Universal Heavyweight Champion.
Beautiful.
That is the first. He is the first ever. This is the title I decided to create when I didn't get the world title. Great performance from all three of the guys, really.
Should have been higher. You kind of gypped. You kind of got robbed there of the higher segment rating, honestly. So.
And then after the match, all of NWO Exotic completely come over the barricade. They're coming from the crowd. They all start beating down on Eddie Edwards. Davey Boy Smith starts joining in. He says, "You're not getting away with this. You're not getting away with this." They just start completely pounding on him. They're throwing him over the top rope onto the ground. They get out weapons and start beating him with them. And he is just completely left laying. Next.
Next. And then to close off the show here in our main event with the fans bring the weapons match, EC3 able to get the win with a sweet meat sizzler on Austin Aries. Of course, math just doesn't make sense, but that's okay as we have a finale of the show when Aries, after being pinned, Dave and Jake Chris come out, continue stomping on them, beating them up. They grab 2 wonderful steel chairs. They start bashing on him, hit him some more, make sure he can't move, alright? They put 1 chair underneath the skull of Austin Aries, and they hand the other one to Ethan. Ethan just stands there for a second, holds the chair up, and smashes it right on the head of Austin Aries, as he's done previously to Joe Hennig. And that's when he tosses the chair to the side, holds up the world title, as Dave and Jake Chris stand right beside him. You guys thought I was going to have him attack them, didn't you? Didn't you? Alright. Well, that is WCW Uncensored for us, everybody. And Chris, give some people to give some speeches to. Who are we giving speeches to? I'm gonna give one to my boy Ethan. So, anybody else for you?
Give one to I'd say give one to Jeff Cobb.
Jeff Cobb, all right. I say Davey Boy for the other one also.
Yeah, Davey Boy, because anyone could have really won that last match.
Yeah. But that's going to do it for Uncensored, everybody. We will see you guys heading into Nitro and then Thunder as usual. Keep it safe, everybody. Peace out.